Y'all know what's going on. It's time for another episode of Doing Time with Joe. I'm your host, Joe Baker, and welcome to the show, y'all. We're back with the final installment of Jason Rhodes' interview. You know what I'm saying? The former member of the Aryan Brotherhood. Right before we were about to wrap up the last one, I was asking Jason about his exodus. What was that like? What played into the mindset for him deciding that this was enough? It's time to leave this lifestyle behind, right? Jason, welcome back. Thank you for doing this. So let's jump right to it, man. What was it like? What happened? What was the triggering event that made you decide to walk away from this lifestyle that you had chosen?
I'm not sure there's one exact event.
Okay.
I think just some of it came with age.
Mm-hmm.
I got tired.
Mm-hmm.
I got tired of the trips to the hole, the nonsense. And it was a struggle for a long time because I didn't know people that I considered actual family, how they would view me. Because these were friends, brothers, whatever you want to call them.
Absolutely.
And it was a struggle to how to do it because I worried about what people would think, what they would look at. And then there became, I think what made it a lot easier, there became a division in the group where people were battling amongst each other.
Yeah.
Wanting to follow one, wanting to follow the other, and change it into this, that, and the other. And I just, I was done.
Right.
The higher ups, the highest up, said, well, you just can't walk away.
He told you that.
Yeah. You can retire out, or things can happen to you, but you can't just walk away.
Yeah.
And at that time, when you tell me that, because I'm still me.
Yeah.
And you can put me down as that whatever you want to put me down as, but I'm out. If there's a problem, come get it.
Yeah.
I'm done. No more. It's over with. And
yeah.
When I did that, there was other people that had not voiced it, but followed in my footsteps and walked away. That I'm still friends with to this day.
Yeah.
That are no longer a part of nothing.
Yeah.
And most that I've run across over the years still treat me like they always did.
They respect you.
I've had one or two that obviously had some sort of attitude, but not to the point that it was ever disrespectful. And I've always made it clear, if you've got a problem, we can handle it, but I'm done. And to this day, I've not had no problem behind it. For the majority, people have respected me for it. And like I said, a few that seen when I stood up and did it, followed in my footsteps. Chop and a couple more.
Oh yeah, I do.
And I don't know. They didn't do it because I did it, but Chop's and me doing it made his mind up.
Yeah.
Because Chop was like we was.
Yeah.
And then just one day he woke up and he turned his life over to God, and he's still living on the streets
That's
now.
What's up. That's what's up.
And I'm sure there's some that consider me a quitter or whatever, a traitor, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
But they keep it to themselves, and I really don't care what they think.
That's right.
I'm me.
Right.
My friends are my friends. People, either you like me or you don't.
That's
and
it.
if I fool with you, I fool with you to the fullest,
That's
regardless of who you are.
That's right.
Judge nobody, because I don't want nobody judging me.
That's right. And how has that worked out for you as far as your relationship? I know you said your parents both passed away.
Yeah, all my family's gone.
All your family's
Yeah.
gone. Brother too.
Well, I guess he's still alive. We haven't talked.
You don't
in
even
years.
know where he's at.
Yeah, we haven't talked in years.
Yeah.
Mom, dad, grandparents, my daughter, they've all passed away.
Sorry to hear that.
It's just me now.
Yeah.
But
so you had a daughter. We didn't talk about your daughter.
Yeah. When I came to prison in '95, she was born 2 months later. I didn't even know. That's when I found out. And that was a lot of my drug activity as far as selling.
Yeah.
My daughter never wanted nothing.
Trying to take care of her.
At least her mama always had the money.
Yeah.
We never started a relationship till she was about 18. Her mama kept her from me.
Yeah.
She was from Mississippi.
Yeah.
We started talking through letters, phone calls, and all that when she was about 18. She got killed in a car wreck when she was 21.
Sorry to hear that.
That's the one drug write-up I have on my jacket was failing a drug test, because when she died, I got high and I stayed that way for years. A couple years.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just how I dealt with it. You know, man.
Yeah. I think that's a similar thing. The one drug write-up I got on my jacket is when they came and told me that my pops was dying. And I got back to the cell. My cell had a joint rolled as big as my finger. We smoked all night.
Yeah, when I found out she passed, I got high and I stayed that way. And then just one morning I woke up and it was like a voice in the back of my head said, "Hey, enough.
That's it.
It's enough."
Yeah.
You know?
My dad had told me to stop. When they took me to see him at the hospice, he said, it's funny. He said, man, quit smoking from me, man. He said, at least until you get out. I said, man, do you know how long this going to be?
Right.
You know, and I like weed back in the day.
Right.
So I quit, though. That's what he wanted me to do. And I haven't smoked since.
Right.
Yeah, I haven't smoked since. So you walk away. Some respect it. You know what I'm saying? Most respect it, some don't. So what has life been like for you? How do you deal with that aspect of what brought you to commit the crime that you committed, to be a part of something that you had issues with, you know what I'm saying? That wanting to be accepted, that wanting that respect. So how do you deal with that now? Where are you at mentally with that?
I still struggle with what I did to that man. Yeah. I had no business.
Yeah.
You know, who was I? As far as all the other, I really don't think about it a whole lot, because I'm me. I'm who I am.
Yeah.
Either you like me or you don't. If you don't, I really don't care.
So you passed that part of
I don't care about fitting in. I don't care what you think of me. I'm me. Most people know me.
What got you to that point?
I don't know, to be honest. Just with age, I guess. You know what I mean? Realized I was trying to get approval from the wrong people. I was thinking people looking at having that reputation, that status and all that meant something. And it didn't. You know, it amounted to nothing.
Right, it amounted to nothing.
Yeah.
So you said you still struggle with what you did to your victim.
Yeah.
What's that like? Tell me, you know, do you have sleepless nights? Do you wish you could reach out? You know, what's that like?
I'd give anything to change it, but I can't.
Yeah.
I hope that one day I'm forgiven for it. I had a conversation with my mom one time when she was getting real sick.
Yeah.
And she was, you know, she wasn't really religious either, but she believed in the Bible.
Yeah.
And she was, I forget what the conversation was about.
Yeah.
But I remember telling her, well, Mama, I believe by the Bible that I'm forgiven.
Yeah.
But now if I die a horrible death, I deserve that.
Right.
Because of what I did.
Right.
You know, it'll tell you that forgiveness is, all you have to do is ask for it.
That's right.
But mercy is not a guaranteed thing.
Right.
You know, and like I explained to her, you know, if I die a horrible death, I deserve that because of what I did to that man.
Right.
You know, to know that I made that decision. Just, like I said, who was I? And not only with that, but like we was talking about the meetings and conversations. That I'm like you. I'm thankful nobody died behind any of that stuff. Yeah, there were some injuries, but thankfully nobody died because most of that stuff, it was over nothing.
Petty.
Don't amount to nothing.
Yeah, when you look at it.
Yeah. Then it meant, you thought it meant something, but it amounted to nothing.
Yeah. You know, when you can want something so bad, respect, validation, acceptance, any of those types of things, you can want it real bad and it'll drive you insane trying to get it. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the times we get put on a path that's unrighteous, you know what I'm saying, and trying to get that. But I believe that, when you accept accountability and responsibility for what you've done, then you can get to that point where you can get your sanity back. And I know that you've been forgiven, brother. I know that. I have no doubt of that. And I understand what you're saying about the mercy, but have you forgiven yourself?
I don't think so.
You got to do it.
Yeah, because I know on one of my last appeals when they took me back to court, I was in the holding cell waiting to go in court. Now I'm a state prisoner, so I'm shackled and handcuffed. A gentleman walks up to me that's in the drunk tank. He said, "You know who I am?" I said, "Absolutely not. Never seen you before."
Yeah.
He said, "Well, I'm Larry's brother," which is the man I killed.
Mm.
And the first thing I thought was, well, I'm in trouble. Because I'm shackled and handcuffed, belly chain. Yeah.
Man.
He reached out and put his hand on my shoulder. He said, "I just want you to know my family forgives you."
Mm-mm. Come on
And
now.
that took a lot of the weight off, but it's still, how do I forgive myself for what I did? How do I can't change it. There's nothing I can do to make it better.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do, so how do I forgive myself for doing that?
Okay, let me give you a little insight on that, right? And I don't know if this will help you. I hope it does. What you have to come to understand is that, the action that you took was a symptom of the problem that you had. You understand?
Yeah.
That symptom showed and put to the forefront of how sick you were mentally, desiring to be accepted, looking for respect,
Right.
not understanding how poisonous that could be.
Oh, yeah.
And then when you're around the wrong type of individuals, and I don't want to say the wrong type of individuals in the sense that you got some people that are good and bad at this and that.
Right.
Because that's not the case with me. What it is that you have people that give in to the sickness or whatever it is they got going on, the trauma that they've suffered, and they act it out in bad ways. Okay, so I want to be clear about that. But you were around some other people that was just as sick as you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And striving for that notoriety and reputation and all that is worse than any drug there is.
Ain't no drug like it.
It consumes your life.
Yeah,
It comes.
At least drugs will let you see it.
Yeah.
If you on cocaine, you're gonna be little bitty running around. You on heroin, you sick, throwing up. But this kind of stuff here,
Will consume your life and you don't even know it.
you don't even know how sick you are. Then you do all of these things to people, and most of the times, if you don't come to prison or jail for it, you don't even get the opportunity to think, man, something's wrong here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I said all that to say this, right? And I don't know if you'll accept it the way that I've come to accept it in my life. You were sick.
Right.
You accepted an ideology that made you believe that to get my respect, I need to do this to do. You feel what I'm saying? I need to do this to do. And is it safe to say that was before you became a member of the Brotherhood?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So listen to what I'm saying. You were already sick before you became a member of the Brotherhood. But all of your actions, because of this wanting to seek validation and respect, led you down that path. Those are all the dominoes that you were
They
stacking up.
exploited that.
Absolutely right.
Yeah.
That's what happens with any gang,
Yeah.
any criminal organization.
Yeah.
It exploits what you are hurting from. It exploits all your weaknesses and sicknesses.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And it'll make you believe that what you're doing is the way you should do it. You know?
Yep.
Because those guys that you said somebody told you after you took care of your business and did that to that man, somebody said you did what you were supposed to. I'm just not happy that it went the wrong way. That was exploitation, that was manipulation to the heights.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So you shouldn't have to, you don't need to keep carrying that. You don't need to keep carrying that, because by carrying that, you're preventing and denying yourself the fullness of what it is the Most High wants for you.
Right.
Yeah. You got to unburden yourself with that. He's forgiving you. Listen to me. This is what you need to acknowledge. He's forgiving you, which is most important. They have forgiven you, which is extremely important.
Right.
But then you don't forgive yourself, which is sad. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what's holding you back. You can't say nothing about them. You can't say nothing about God.
Right.
It's you.
Oh yeah.
You'll get there if you seeking it. You'll get there. You know what I mean? But that's a problem a lot of people in here have, man. You got to forgive yourself, but that's hard. I get it. That's hard when you've done the things that we've done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you be like, man, I got so much to offer, but it's almost like, you know, because the type of sentences that we have, you want to beat yourself up. It's like you become a sadist.
Right.
Yeah. But, you know, not the kind that got the whip and you
No,
hit yourself on the back.
Absolutely
You
not.
know what I'm saying?
Absolutely
But,
not.
you know, close to it though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But look, let me ask you one more thing before we wrap this up. Is there anything that you would like to say to anybody out there that's a member of Aryan Brotherhood or any other organization, black, white, purple, or blue? Is there anything that you want to say to them about the lifestyle, about the criminal lifestyle? What message would you want to impart to the world at the conclusion of this interview?
That lifestyle amounts to nothing in the bigger picture. You got to have your family and your real family, because the things that you'll do then amount to nothing later. You're searching for a false sense of belonging. It's only going to lead you one place, and we're lucky to still be alive. A lot of people are no longer with us, and that's the only place it's going. It leads nowhere good.
Yeah.
It leads you to the grave or to prison. There's no other option, and you're gonna hurt people that care about you, that love you.
Yeah.
When that's the people you should be striving for.
Yeah.
And not for the nonsense.
That's what's up.
That amounts to nothing.
That's good, man. That's good. Jay, I want to tell you how much I appreciate you doing this. Thank you for doing it, man.
Yes, sir.
Sitting down here with me. And look here, y'all hit them comment sections up, man. Let me know what you think about this interview. And don't hold back. Just give it to us, right? Hit that like button, too. I know y'all like it. You know what I mean? But this has been another episode of Doing Time with Joe. I'm your host, Joe Baker. And I say peace, y'all.
I'm getting so tired.